Yo, what is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make trades in franchise. In my personal opinion, the most effective way to make trades to get a really good team without cheating, without changing positions, without doing anything like that. So first off, the best time, in my opinion, to make trades is the first week of the offseason, the first week of free agency in the offseason. And this is because a lot of teams do not have any players at certain positions due to free agency. If they didn't re-sign a player, if a player retired, anything like that, a lot of teams will just straight up be missing players at certain positions. So as you can see, like Buccaneers have one person at D tackle. Chargers have a 64 overall player at left tackle, and that's all they have, you know, because a lot of players are in free agency right now. And so this is a time when, if you want to make trades, teams are really looking for players for spots to fill on their roster. Another important thing is with your coach having let me go to it, the master trade negotiator. This really helps with trades. It increases like the likeliness that a team will accept a trade, or the team will be interested in a player that you have. So I would definitely make sure you get that before you want to make any trades. Another thing, early on in the year, I would definitely trade for draft picks for like week 1, week 2. Definitely trade for draft picks, because if a team like the Jets wins their first game, their draft pick for the for the next season is automatically going to be in the bottom half of the draft, 16 to 32, and the Jets are not a very good team. We're probably project them to finish in the bottom 5 of the league. But if that first week they happen to win, you can trade for their first round draft pick, and then as the season goes on, that draft pick is going to move higher and higher as they lose more games. So usually early on in the season, I'm trading for more draft picks, and then after the trade deadline, and after the off season, that's when I really try to get the players. So we're gonna head into Trade Center now, and I'll show you guys my strategy. So one thing you want to look at is on your team where you have a lot of depth. So the Niners have a lot of decent wide receivers. Let's see, O-line is not looking that great. So some D tackles as well, lower overall. Two good left ends. You can maybe deal those out. Not a lot of corners. Wow, low on corners. Yeah, see, everyone's roster size is relatively small, so you need to look at what you have a lot of. So I'm gonna select these 3 players. So what I do is I select 3 players, and you're just gonna want to scroll through all the teams. And as you can see, there's colors that light up next to the players, and you're looking for any green. Wide receivers are usually lower on sort of the scale of needs for teams. High overall cornerbacks and middle linebackers are usually the most valuable when it comes to trading, but we'll see if we can get any greens. If not, yellows will usually do the trick too. And also, like, certain teams are just usually more willing to trade than others. I don't know what it is, but certain teams just are more willing to accept trades. So what I usually do is after I find a green, or in this case a yellow, I'm gonna select 3 players on their team, possible guys that I might want. Not super high overall players. Submit the trade, and it's probably gonna be declined. And then what you're going to do here is you're gonna look at these stars that they have next to the sort of the analysis. So as they can see, they gave Richie James 3 stars, not a very high overall. So the stars are 1 to 5. 5 is a very good player that the team values very highly, and 1 star is not a very high value. The team doesn't really care about this. So as we can see, the 3 players I selected all have pretty high value, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get any of them. But if you keep scrolling through these teams, usually they try to get guys around 70 overall. Usually linebackers or O-linemen, especially during this time, are really useful. So as you can see, if I remove this guy with 4 stars, I might be able to get this trade off. Yeah, see, so I got a 70 overall right guard and a 72 overall left outside linebacker. these players that are 1-star not interested, you can trade for pretty much nothing, which are really helpful, because you know the Vikings didn't need him at all, but I guarantee if we go to him right now, let's find him. These two guys I just got, I guarantee there will be other teams that, you know, are sometimes you have to, you know, hit circle out of the trade page to like refresh it, but usually these guys that one team is not interested in will be green for another team, and they'll be valued a lot higher, especially during this time when teams, you know, are looking to fill roster spots. They don't have a lot at certain positions, or anything at certain positions. You know, we can get a lot higher value for these players. See, as you can see, this guy's a green for the Buccaneers. So we're gonna do the same thing. And as you can see, we have 37 out of 75 roster spots, so we can be getting a lot of players. Just keep doing this process for a while. Let's see. So Davis only has 1 star, so we can keep him. And let's see what else we can get. Maybe some more linemen, some D linemen. Okay, maybe not them. Yeah, but this is really the process. You're just gonna want to keep doing this for a while. Just filling up your roster with, you know, low to mid. Oh well, I guess we can't even get that. Let's see if we can get like a draft pick, like low to mid 70 overall players. Let's see if we can just do this. Let's see, so we get a 3rd round draft pick. Draft picks are also very useful in trades, especially if it's like a close deal, like you're almost there, but you can't quite, you know, get the bar all the way green. Just throwing in like a 3rd rounder or 4th rounder, those will definitely just, you know, tip it over in your favor. So definitely, you know, try to pick up a few of those if you can. So this is really what I do. I just, you know, kind of scroll through all these teams, see which teams need these. So the Dolphins need a right guard. So we can scroll down. Let's see. Usually you can't. If they have superstar abilities or anything like that, you're probably not going to get them, you know, this way yet. Let's see. We can try to remove him and see if this trade will work. See, like this trade is yellow. If I wanted to, I could throw in, you know, like a 5th rounder and this 5th or 4th rounder, and it should, and maybe a 4th. And you know, like in the draft, a 4th rounder is not going to get you a 75, 74 overall player. So as you can see, we're slowly building up, and then at a certain point, you're gonna find a player that, say I really want, no, I don't know. Say I really want Odell. So you're gonna look at the team needs to the Browns. All right, they really want a middle linebacker, a right guard, and a left outside linebacker. So that's sort of the position we're gonna be hunting for as we do this process. You know, you're gonna keep, you know, throwing these guys in for trades. We're gonna be looking for, like what I said, a middle linebacker. So the Vikings are green for 2 of these guys. Let's see if they have at middle linebacker. Eric Kendricks. I doubt this is gonna work because he's a very good player, but yeah, probably not. But it's worth a shot. Titans. Jaylen Brown, a very good linebacker. Let's see if we can. It's probably not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna go through. But you know, as you can sort of work your way up the totem pole. Say we really want Jaylen Brown, we're gonna go out and we're gonna find a right end and a D tackle. You know, and you know, those, they don't have to be super high overall. You usually will throw in 2 of those guys, and then a 1st or 2nd round draft pick, and that'll be enough to get those guys. And as you work your way up, you're going to be able to get higher and higher overall players, because you're going to, you know, be sort of moving up the totem pole, if you will. So probably I'll just scroll around here. I'm not going to be able to get Bobby Wagner with this, but you know, we can. I doubt we're going to get any of these guys, but maybe 2 of them. Doubtful, but yeah. Or you could always do this. You could be going for draft picks. You know, the Seahawks don't even have a first rounder. Let's go back to the Titans. They have the 9th pick in the draft. It's gonna be hard to get. So we'd have to throw in something else for sure. But you know, as I said, early in the year is sort of the best time to trade for draft picks, because they move around a lot. And so if you get like the 30th pick in week 2, that's not gonna be the 30th pick by the end of the season. Yeah, so I'm just messing around right now, trying to see if they're interested in any of these guys. I mean, they're not gonna want a 55 overall right tackle, but do we have any corners? Did we pick up any more corners? I don't remember if we did. No, we didn't. Let's just see if they're interested in any of these guys. Probably not. Yeah. So, so this strategy, I could probably get like a 2nd or 3rd round pick right now, but usually I stay with this strategy for a while, just you know, trying to load up on players, sort of a variety of positions, just so you have. Okay, yeah, I can. Let's see if we can get like a 4th round pick as well, because those are not valued very highly. No, I think this is probably fine. Yeah. So you know, just loading up on those players around 70 to 75 overall, then slowly working up towards 80. And then once you start narrowing it in on a certain player, you're gonna find the needs of the other team, and sort of use that to your advantage. Because especially during this time, as I said before, a lot of the teams right now do not have a lot at certain positions. They don't have, you know, even a starter at some spots. So definitely this is the best time to make trades, when teams are really in need of certain things, and they haven't even had a chance to go through 1 week of free agency yet. So I could get these 2 and probably something else too, maybe a draft pick. Why do they have such a low draft pick? Did the Bengals really make the Super Bowl? See if I can get something else. I don't know why. It's crazy. I mean, they're not a very high overall team, but see if we can get another left guard back. Let's see if they're interested in this. No, that guy is a dev trade. All right. As I said, like players with superstar abilities are usually not going to work in this method. Like just upgrading your team a little bit. Okay. Let's just see if I can just get these 2. No. Okay. Who do I want more? Let's see, this is when you have to decide, what do you want, a corner or middle linebacker? I think middle linebacker is going to be more useful, because sometimes teams will have, you know, only 1 or none on their roster. So definitely. Why is this guy 3 stars? That's crazy. And if you want, you can always hit square on these players just to make sure they don't have development traits. See, this guy's a normal, so he's probably not gonna be valued very highly. This trade should go through. Oh, well, as you can see, I'm like inches away from that line. So you can either throw in like the 7th round pick in 2 years, which is valued at like literally nothing, or just one of your lowest players. I don't know if this will be enough to swing it, but you know, they wouldn't even want that. But this guy, I mean, he's 31 years old. Okay, I guess that's still not gonna work. But so I'm gonna just throw in the 7th round pick of the next season. It's valued at like literally nothing, but it'll be just enough to tip over the trade. And so as you work up, you're gonna get some new players. Maybe you're low on a position that you need something at. But more importantly, you're just loading up on these like mid overall players that teams will value pretty highly because of their lack of depth at certain positions. So now we see the Saints. So now the Washington football team, we see they have high interest in 2 of our players. So let's see if there's anyone on this team that we really want. Say we want Terry McLaurin, you know, a good wide receiver. Let's see. Yeah, he's 5 stars, but these players are decent too. So I don't know. I don't know if we have enough to. Oh, I guess we won the Super Bowl. Wow, wild. We don't quite have enough to get him, but you know, we're on the right track. This is the strategy that you're gonna want to try to sort of do. Let's see. Let's say we want Chase Young. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get Chase Young, but like, see, we're pretty close with a 74, 73 in our first round draft pick. You know, let's see if we have anything else that they really need. A tight end. I'm not giving up Kittle, but let's see if. Oh, I don't even have Kittle. I guess we didn't re-sign him yet. Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Left tackle. Let's see what we got. I doubt they want this either. Yeah, but see, if I wanted to, we could go and easily get a, you know, a 75, 8, maybe an 80 overall left tackle, and then I don't want him for some reason. And then, as you can see, I had 3 greens, but it was still declined, which means that, you know, some piece isn't perfect. You know, 2 of these guys are 4 stars, so you're gonna want to, you know, shop around and try to find someone that's a 5-star fit for the team. In this case, the Washington football team. You know, quarterbacks are very hard to get. I don't know if, like, what it would take to get Lamar. It'd probably be a lot, but I'm gonna do this again. As you can see, the Ravens feedback, even though he's 4 stars, it's good value for this player. That's usually the best you're gonna see. A lot of times it'll say player's not a good scheme fit, or player does not have a high overall or something, but good value for players is usually what you're looking for when you're trying to make trades. If you have 3 of those, that's usually the best odds that you're gonna be able to make that trade. Again, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get Lamar. Doesn't seem very likely. It seems like teams like, no. Maybe I'm not giving up Greenlaw, but maybe you. Yeah, so let's see what I can. I doubt, as I said, cornerbacks are one of the hardest positions to get. So yeah, I don't think we're getting that with. Let's see. Let's say we're trading with a team that needs, you know, a decent overall right guard. We should be able to get this. Yeah, DJ Fluker, an 81 overall right guard with players that we basically got for nothing. You know, all 3 of those players that I just showed were players that we had traded for that teams, you know, didn't want, were willing to give away. And then one more thing that's pretty useful is the trade block. Right now it's probably not that full, but these are also players that are going to be valued at, you know, literally nothing by the team that they're on. Let's see, BJ Hill. You know, a pretty good overall right end, and they need, let's see what they need. D tackle. We have, like, I don't think they have any interest in this guy, but yeah. You know, usually you can trade for these guys for, you know, not a lot. Yeah, so this will go. I could probably add another player actually, because I bet he's probably a star, huh? That is normal. Let's see if they have interest in these 2. Maybe one of them, I don't know. No, but like, see, that's pretty close. That's a 65 overall left tackle for a 77 and 74. If I wanted to, I could probably throw in. Let me look at my center real quick, see if I have any trash centers. No. I could throw in like a 6th round draft pick, and it will probably 5th. Yeah. So, you know, a 5th round draft pick and a 65 overall left tackle for a 77 and 74. You know, that's a pretty good trade. You know, those guys will be valued a lot higher by other teams. So if you keep doing this process, I guarantee you're gonna slowly build your team up. You got to watch out for salary cap too. If that's on, trades do take a hit on your salary cap, so definitely watch out for that. But one or two big trades every year, you should be good to go. So yeah.